Hey guys, welcome to Into Fly Fishing, and today we're going to have a look at how to tie the buzzer. It's a very effective stillwater and lake fly to catch many fish. The materials that we'll need is a curved shank hook. This is a scud hook made by a company called Mouche. This is the model 8464 in a size 10. Any curved shank hook will be fine. You can even tie these on straight shank hooks. It's not necessary to have this curve hook. I just make use of them often. For the main thread of the fly, I'm using Danville's 140 denier fluorescent orange. For the abdomen of the fly, I'm using Hends buzzer body. This is in black. For the ribbing, I'm using a thin silver ribbing. For the thorax, I'll use the same thread, again, the fluorescent thread, and combine it with a section of flash material. This is Hends Perdigon's body in the color PBF 34. This is the same color that I used in the Perdigon fly. For the wing case, we'll use a Copic marker. Any dark color will be fine. And the resin that I'm using to coat the fly, the first coat is the Solarez, thin hard. And then once you've created the form of the fly that you want, a very thin coat of Sally Hansen's hard as nails makes for a very durable finish. The tools that we'll need is obviously a vise, a rotary vise. Works very well, especially when you are forming the body with the UV resin. Then you'll see that I have 3 spools of material here, so I'm using 3 bobbin holders. It's not necessary. Depending on the materials that you'll need, you'll only probably need 1 for your thread. The other tools we need is obviously a tying scissor, a whip finishing tool. We'll do a couple of whip finishes throughout the fly, and then a UV torch to cure the UV resin. Right. So let's get started. The first step is to take a hook from the packet and secure it in the jaws of the vise. You want to secure the hook so that it's gripped firmly and that the thread won't slip off the end of the hook as you are whip finishing the fly. So that's fine. Attach the thread to the hook to lock it in place and cut off the excess, like so. Now I'm running my thread halfway back, and to prevent too much buildup of bulk, I'm not going to lay a thread foundation now. Cut off a section of thin ribbing, or ribbing wire, and just want to tighten this slightly. That's it. Run your thread forward and attach the ribbing wire on the side of the hook and run your thread all the way back while keeping the ribbing wire on the side of the hook. Run it back to right there. So if you leave the thread hanging freely, the thread will hang just on the inside of the bend of the hook. That's basically the furthest point of the curve. That's where we'll start the body. Run the thread forward again, like so, and then attach the material that you are going to use for the abdomen. Attach that to the opposite side and run the thread back like so. Right. You can, like in the fly that I had in the vise when the video started, you can create a little hotspot at the back. This variant I'm not going to do that. Just want to show you. To do here is whip finish the fly, and cut off the thread. Right, now I'm doing that because the spool of the buzzer body is on a bobbin holder, and as I want to wrap that around the shank of the hook, the other bobbin holder would have been in my way. So I'm going to create a small hot spot right there. I'm just leaving a gap there, like that, and I'm wrapping forward, covering up as much of the orange thread as possible, but I'll come and lay another layer right now. Every now and then I'm just going to turn the bobbin in the opposite direction, anti-clockwise direction, just to open this material up slightly. Like that. Going to stop right there. It's about, the proportions you're looking for is about 1/3 of the length, the thorax, which would be from behind the eye to where the black body starts, and then the rest, the other 2/3, is the abdomen of the fly. So at this stage I'm going to reattach my thread like so, and cut off the excess again, run the thread back and secure in place like so. Now cut off the excess of the black body material, and remember that I wrap the body material in that direction, so I'm going to wrap the ribbing in the opposite direction. It's not absolutely crucial with this fly, as all the durability will come from the UV resin, but it is still good practice to keep that method going. Okay, wrap the ribbing forward, creating segmentation on the body. And once you reach the thorax area, secure thread and cut off the excess, like so. At this stage, the abdomen is done. Now we're going to start the thorax. So remember that I said the thorax is going to be created with a combination of flash and the thread. So I'm going to tie in my flash material right here, open my thread slightly and place the material aside. I'm going to whip finish again. If you're using normal flash like crystal flash, you don't have to whip finish at this stage, you can just wrap it around. I have my bobbin, flash material in a bobbin again. So I want to cover, the plan here is that I want to cover the first half of the thorax with flash. So I'm going to create a taper from the body, the abdomen, and just create a small little flash area bump right there. Going to come in and reattach my thread again. It's fine if you build up bulk right here, that's what we want to do in the thorax. Once the thread is secure, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to take my thread back and secure it. Flash and cut off the excess like so. I left a little section right there. Just want to turn it. That's it. Okay, so now take the thread forward and whip finish the fly again. This is the final whip finish. Right, remove the thread. Now the tying of the fly itself is done. I'm going to take my UV resin and apply it on the top of the hook shank of the fly, on top of the fly, like so, and at the bottom again. Like so. Just close the bottle again. And with a bodkin, or I'm using a back of my scissors, I'm just going to spread it around the body of the fly to make sure that you coat the fly, all the exposed thread everywhere, and leave the fly upside down. You want all the resin to flow to the top of the fly, which is now at the bottom, and just clear up the bottom like that. Now take your UV torch and just zap the UV resin. This will cure it. Make sure to cure it well. Like so. Now we're drawing in a wing case with our Copic marker. Right on top of the wing case, stabilize your finger. Just draw a wing case right on top. Like so. Now, to create a little bump right there, going to add some more UV resin right on top of the wing case. You'll see that that makes it stand up. Going to let it sit upside down for a second while I close everything up. And then with the UV torch, I'm just going to cure that, like so. Right, at this stage, when it's done, you can fish it right now, but sometimes you'll find that the UV resins are slightly tacky, and that when you touch them when they're tacky, they tend to become less translucent, and the fly loses that brilliant shine that it has. So for that reason, I'm just taking some of my Ellie Hansens, or Sally Hansen rather, and just brushing out a lot of the extra resin. I don't want to add too much. Really, it's the very thin coating, and just brush it on the fly, slightly covering everywhere. Okay, I've attached quite a lot there, and then with a tissue paper, just going to tear off a section here, just going to remove the excess. Right, and that you'll hang out to cure, and as soon as that Sally Hansen is cured, the fly will be very hard and it will have a very durable hard finish to it. And that's how you tie a very, very effective black buzzer. You can fish that on so many still waters and lakes for trout, brown trout, rainbow trout, and even some grayling. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Until we see each other again, cheers.